Good morning, Hillman Cancer Center. Welcome to Cooking for Cancer and Chronic Disease. This is brought to you by the Wellness and Integrative Oncology Program. We are located on the 3rd floor of Hillman Cancer Center. Our program focuses on symptom management and quality of life using holistic therapies like lifestyle nutrition. These classes are meant to integrate nutrition, medicine, and cuisine in addition to teaching you how to choose, prepare, and cook food to optimize your health. I'm Danielle Petrina, the project manager for the program, and this is Angela Zaccanini, our registered dietitian who focuses on lifestyle nutrition. So Ange, tell us what we are making today.
Yes, so we are making a strawberry nice cream, which comes at a rough time.
Yeah.
Because there was just released yesterday an FDA hepatitis A outbreak related to strawberries. So if you didn't read that, I'm sure you're going to look it up right now.
Right, but don't throw your strawberries away.
Right.
Angela's going to walk you through it.
Yes. So it was a potential outbreak linked to two certain brands of organic strawberries. The brand names are Fresh Campo and HEB or Heb. They were also released between March 5th and April 25th. So if you were say to freeze strawberries, you may want to toss those if you didn't know the brand, just to be safe. We just purchased ours last week, so
We're good.
Yeah. So the recipe, super simple, easy ingredients, not many at all. You're going to want to use fresh strawberries, just a pound, 2 medium bananas, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and then ice cold water to taste, depending on actually the texture or the consistency of your nice cream. So, of course, if you don't have fresh strawberries, you could utilize frozen fruit. This is a complete fruit recipe, so there's no added sugars, it's dairy-free. So if you're looking for a healthy, sweet alternative, this is definitely something that is going to be a great option for you. So I have Danielle here chopping up some of our frozen strawberries. So what we did was we just added them to a Ziploc bag last week, put them in our freezer. We peeled the bananas, diced them a little bit, add them to the freezer as well. And then, it probably would have been smart to cut those ahead of time. Now that I think about it,
I don't know.
It's fine. So the recipe is from eatingwell.com. I do use a lot of their recipes. I think they're pretty decent, easy to make. So the recipe calls for the strawberries to actually coarsely chop them ahead of time. And then, of course, peel the bananas, chop those as well, and then lay them on a baking sheet and throw them in your freezer. But if you don't have enough room to put them on a baking sheet and throw them in your freezer, of course, you can do the same thing we did and just throw them in Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Same thing.
This is also great if you over-purchased fruit, which I tend to do.
Yep.
So, and then I get anxious, oh my gosh, I got to use all the fruit.
Right.
So this is great just to be able to chop it up, and then throw it in your freezer, and then you can pull this out. And you'll see how simple this recipe is.
Yes.
You don't need fancy equipment for this. You need a blender. If you have a, what are those things called? Like ninjas, magic bullets.
That will work too.
That'll work too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So we're using a food processor. Of course, that's what the recipe calls for. We have a Vitamix, which a Vitamix tends to be better with a lot of liquid. So because this is just being utilized with a lot of fruit, it's probably not going to be best. Our food processor is rather small, so we're going to have to do this in batches, and similar to what you can do at home if you have a similar product or equipment. But you do want to freeze your fruit for at least 12 hours. So because we did it last week, we're good to go. So you want to let your strawberries thaw at room temperature for about 15 minutes or so, and then you're going to transfer them to the food processor and pulse them for, about a minute, maybe not even. Okay, so I'm just going to add maybe half because we still want to make room for those bananas.
Yeah, I was like, where are the bananas? You made me nervous because I didn't see them.
They're in the freezer.
Okay.
I always, you can add your bananas to the freezer for if you want to make banana bread, if you want to add them to a smoothie or similar recipe, adding them to a nice cream. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to add a few of our bananas in there, which ours are already in the freezer. And you do want to keep these frozen just so, again, you get that like ice cream consistency. That's the whole goal here. Smells good. I feel like for some reason, when you freeze fruit, the sweetness comes out a lot.
Really?
And then, of course, that smell. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But it just like enhances that smell.
I trust you.
Okay. So what you're going to want to do is add the tablespoon of lemon juice too. So you get a little liquid in there to make it easier to blend up. Because those bananas aren't blended at all.
Okay. I know, right? I was like watching. I'm like, here we go. Okay, there's your tablespoon, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on.
So that recipe also calls for a 1/4 cup of ice cold water, and that's going to also help to blend that up to that consistency that you want.
Wait, do you want me to do that? All right.
I put an ice cube in that little thing. 1/4 cup right there.
Ah, sorry.
You could just put some cold water in it.
Okay. You're the boss, Ange. Okay, here we go. Want me to dump it?
Yep.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
That's a really good question. I mean, I'm basic. I could go with like vanilla with sprinkles and chocolate syrup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
That's
if
not too basic.
I mean, I'm a Dairy Queen girl at heart. Like,
Really?
give me an Oreo blizzard. Like, I'm a solid. I think that's probably like Yin's Nation, but you know.
Yeah.
What about yours? Great question. You caught me off guard.
You know what I really love and I've been craving?
Tell me.
Black cherry ice cream.
Ooh, you're so
It's like my
fans.
favorite ice cream ever.
Okay.
But of course I could just do the typical like twist.
Yeah. Are you a soft serve or a hard ice cream?
Both.
Yeah. I do like soft serve. So.
Do you? There's
So-
go ahead.
A couple things that you can do with this that I've done before. You can make this is also lovely, banana peanut butter.
Oh, add peanut butter to this.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if you want to do that with strawberries, but like I've done banana and add peanut butter to it and make it a banana peanut butter ice
It
cream.
would be like a smoothie bowl.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is like, let's talk about the benefits of fruit. I think
Yep.
sometimes people get like overly cautious about sugar and
For sure.
forget that like it's okay to eat good sugars.
yes.
You're going to
definitely.
probably give more like better terms on that.
Yeah.
So go for it.
Yeah, so, you know, in the oncology population, you may have heard, read, been told that sugar will feed your cancer or worsen your cancer or cause a recurrence, and that's more or less a myth. Sugar coming from fruits and vegetables and beans, those are considered complex carbohydrates. They contain fiber. You can pair them with a protein and make them even more complex, and that's what we want. Simple sugars, though, we do want to limit. So cookies, candies, pop, pastries, those type of things, we do want to limit. I mean, of course, you need those. You know,
Right.
you got to have them, and it's okay, but you want to keep those a treat. You don't want them to be a staple in your diet. So fruit, sugar coming from fruit is something you definitely want. The
And
antioxidants,
need. Yeah.
yes.
Your body
the
needs that.
antioxidants, the anti-inflammatory properties found in fruit, we need to encourage actually more consumption of
Yeah.
it. And we really do try to recommend eating the rainbow. And I'm sure you've heard that if you've met with a dietitian before. But all of the different colors coming from the fruit and vegetables contain different antioxidants. So that's why we want that variety and not just one thing. I've had patients tell me they're like, I only eat strawberries or I only eat spinach. Those are the only two, you know. And we try to kind of encourage a little bit more consumption, variety of different color when it comes to fruits and vegetables because of the benefit.
And what's the recommended serving of fruit per day?
6 servings, 5 to 6 servings.
I'm kind of failing.
Yeah. I feel like I eat way more vegetables than fruit.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally, and I guess I also
This is
feel
stressing
like
me out.
I know. I'm just like I'm sweating.
You talk. I'll like get this thing managed over here. I'm too Italian.
This
for
is
You know,
interesting
like we
because-
gotta get in here. Let's go.
Well, I'm curious because it says add the frozen bananas. Like we actually probably should have thought
done
of those too.
But it's gonna give you the consistency. That's
Yeah.
what this is going for.
Yeah.
I've done this like not with strawberries, but again with bananas. And you do. I will say that they told me to cut them up like the
So
size
thinner.
of a quarter, but
Yeah.
thick. You know. That's okay. We'll just
Yeah.
smash it up.
Okay. It is looking pretty, and it smells good too.
Smells good.
I think putting like some fresh mint on there.
There we go.
You can always add the extra
Sprinkles.
berries. So let's talk about a healthier dessert because, patients tend to crave sweets. And this is a good healthy alternative. It is still sweet. It has the consistency and texture of an ice cream or even like a frozen yogurt or Italian ice. I actually think that's more consistent with Italian ice.
I
Don't
agree.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Rita's,
Yes, exactly.
Right on the corner.
And now that it's getting hot, this is a perfect little sweet dessert to have.
Did you plan this appropriately?
I did.
Oh, good.
And, I think too that you can definitely sweeten it up if you wanted to add a little bit of maple syrup or honey if you feel like it wasn't sweet enough. However, that fruit should be giving you enough sweetness. And it's cool because it's dairy free. If you have some issues with lactose or you're feeling nauseated with high dairy intake or having diarrhea or something like that, that's a great alternative to have.
Okay. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. And then put it in a lovely clear glass
Yes.
like so. You could top this. What did we have the other day with that silken tofu mousse?
Oh,
Was that,
a coconut whipped cream.
Yes, there's coconut whipped cream.
Yep.
So if you want to still continue to stay dairy free,
Right.
Couple
Vegan.
dark chocolate chips on here. Again, this is lifestyle, so we're very realistic around here that y'all need a little bit more sometimes. So take a look at that. All right, Ange, you're gonna taste. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Looks good. It
know,
looks
right?
pretty.
I think so. I'd eat it. Go ahead.
And I love strawberries and bananas, so can't go wrong.
What do you think?
Delicious.
Delicious? Wait.
Yeah.
Don't put your spoon back in. We got to be COVID free here.
It's sweet. It's good.
Let me taste it.
It honestly tastes like a strawberry banana
Smoothie.
Italian ice or smoothie.
Well, that's lovely.
But it's icy, it's cold.
Oh, you're right about the sweetness.
Yeah.
That is like way sweeter than non-frozen fruit.
Right.
Do you think that what about buying bags of frozen fruit?
Same thing.
Same
It'll
thing,
be
you're going to
fine.
find that sweetness? What about the added sugar on that?
So whenever you are
Oh my
purchasing
gosh.
frozen fruit, you definitely want to purchase one that's just fruit. You don't want to have any additional ingredients, any added sugars. When you are purchasing, take a look at the back of the food label and make sure the ingredients just say strawberries.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what you're going to look for. But I really like the fact that we didn't add any maple syrup
No,
or
I don't
sugar
think
or
you need it.
honey. No, it's
pretty sweet.
It's super sweet. And I love it for summer. And I feel like if you are struggling with mouth sores or dry mouth is huge.
What about even sore throats? This is great.
Yeah, definitely.
I just
You
got
need this.
overstretched. So
Yeah.
I could have used this last week. That's great. So Ange, tell us what we're making next week.
Yes,
Also,
let me grab my
we also
rusty
need to
guard.
talk about real quick getting on our email list. I'm going to throw up Ange's email address.
Yes.
So Ange sends out a weekly email. We do not spam you. All we say is here's the link to subscribe, to join. Here's what we're cooking this week. If you'd like to join and cook along with us, we would love that.
Yes.
But what are we cooking? I forget.
So we're making a vegetable frittata.
Woo! We're fans next week. Okay.
So that'll be something different. Switch it up a little bit because we've made quite a few sweet things in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was definitely requested from our population and our patients. So, going to switch it up a little bit. But I wanted to just run down right here the calorie content. So it says for 1 cup, it's 191 calories, which I don't know if I believe that.
Do you think it's more or less?
Less.
Yeah, I would agree.
But I don't know. I'm always like, that's what we need, a nutrition analysis program. Can we get that next?
Oh man, I'm just not going to make eye contact with you right now. Yeah, they didn't ask for anything else. I don't know, maybe, but even 191 is not bad,
No,
and you're
my
getting
gosh.
such
No.
good nutrition
Yeah.
into your body. You're getting your serving,
Yeah.
one of your servings.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
And a cup is a lot.
A cup is a lot. And a lot of times, Ange and I, we're Italian. We have a portion control issue naturally. That's just inherited.
Yeah.
So we'll take out a cup and just show you what that looks like. But indulge, enjoy. This is great. There's no added anything in this.
Right.
Enjoy.
I really like the consistency of it.
You're obsessed. Okay. So Ange's email address is at the bottom.
Yep.
Copy that down. Send us an email. We'll add you back onto that. If you have any feedback for us, please leave a message on the chat. Even if there's like specific, like I would like more breakfast recipes or more dinner. We love to hear from our audience. So thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Enjoy the weather. It's going to be beautiful. I think summer is kind of here.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of be in the 70s.
Yep.
It's approaching. Thanks so much, Hillman Cancer Center. Have a great rest of your day.
Subscribe, like, comment, email me.
What she said.